Alright, back at it. Welcome back, friends, strangers, and enemies. We're here with more Persona 5 Royal. Last time we left off, we ended up witnessing the death of Okumura, and we worked on more of our social stats. Ended up getting a couple new social links, and had a stream crash issue as well. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time around, but be prepared if it does. If that does happen, I am going to be starting up again as soon as I possibly can. Probably do a whole upload directly to YouTube as opposed to streaming. As for... welcome already, Celestial Dew. You have to raise your charm. Akechi, I'm assuming? Okay, I just lost my train of thought doing my intro, but yeah, let's get back into this. Let me guess, Morgana, you're gonna stop me from going out? Oh, maybe you aren't.
Hey!
You need to be suave.
Yeah.
Forgot if I picked up a book at all.
Hey!
Ah, yes.
Make sure your clothes up.
Looks like I'm gonna be working on my charm right now. Ashes piled upon the bodies like snow. I feel bad that this girl is bullied by her own family members. Still got some time to read. Let's go a little further. I'm not fit to attend a ball.
Oh!
So, you finished reading Dressed in Ashes. The story was tough to bear at first, but I'm glad things ended well for the daughter. Even during tough times, she continued to enjoy life. I think that's so attractive. And approval just dropped again.
Damned phantom thieves.
Have they found the phantom thieves yet? The government and the police are useless. Are they even trying? I wish they wouldn't spend tax dollars just to sit on their asses. A mysterious group of murderers and an inept government. What's the world coming to these days? Everyone's talking trash about us. The police are here again? How many times has this been now? Our school has gotten famous for all the wrong reasons. They revoked her honor status? This school is so messed up. Oh. So they actually did it, huh? Wonder if the culprit is really from our school.
They were there today too, right? Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that.
Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
Okay, quiet down.
Speedrunning Kanashiro's palace. Fun. Police are here at the school, so be sure not to get in their way. Oh, and for various reasons, the school festival got moved to the 25th. There was talk of canceling it, but we couldn't just do that. I'm sure the preparations will be rough, but don't push yourself too hard. Really? On a weekday? What kind of reasons are there? With all the stuff about the principal and Kamoshida this year, I guess it's no surprise. Apparently the police are going to be interrogating all the students here. Seriously? The police are at Shujin. They haven't come to my school. It seems they're calling students individually out of class to speak with them. Wait, does that mean we're gonna get called in too? Second years will start in the afternoon. Make sure to prepare yourselves mentally for this. They gotta be looking for the culprit, right? Who knows? Be careful, guys. You should probably try not to say much. They'll see through any lies you might try telling. I know. In any case, don't tell them anything unnecessary.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and... You two will go together.
Huh? Why together?
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far.
Oh yeah, right.
Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamishita?
Yeah, that happened.
You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
I hope not.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
If you're getting any, like, crackling sounds in the background, I'm actually shaving while I play this. I ended up missing Spot.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary?
Seemed normal to me.
Not to me. He looked like someone who's dealt with dangerous criminals.
That's kind of a detective's job. Dealing with criminals.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister. That's not true, Mako-chan. It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen. But now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do. We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right? Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is. I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
They were so popular too. Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you. No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away. As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you three second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Curious if they made any changes to the festival this time around.
Fine.
Like, I know for sure Kasumi is definitely going to be showing up, but, other than that, I wonder if it's more like if there's more going on, like in Persona 4.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay? Of course.
This is bad. Someone totally framed us. And can't go out again.
Yeah. Yo. Now listen.
What do you want to do?
Nah, let's check the computer. See what Tanaka's got going on. Actually, let's decorate the room first.
Oh yeah.
Something that I haven't done yet.
Hey, hey! Hey! Oh yeah.
Welcome to the alluring world of Tanaka's Shady Commodities. This site uses text-to-speech for an easy-to-understand shopping experience. Forget any silly doubts or skepticism you might have, just sign up now. This site is incredibly shady, so are you going to sign up? Yep, let's sign up. Is it a good idea to use your real name on a site like this? I'll use Joker. Your codename, eh? That's a good idea. Welcome, this is Tanaka's Shady Commodities. Mr. Joker, you've opened the door to possibilities that normal people can only dream of. Now you can find all the rare items you could possibly want. Fuck it. So far you have spent a total of 24,000 yen. Good news, Mr. Joker. Why, you already spent over 10,000 yen. Your member rank is now black. Now you can purchase all of our black tier products. Your order will arrive soon. We understand your excitement, but we ask for your patience. We hope to see you again soon.
Okay.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
Wonder what kind of people the culprits are. Probably some idiots with misguided sense of justice. Look, can they just arrest those guys already? Special Investigations is on it. I'm sure they'll be caught soon. What kind of people are they? I want to see what they look like.
What's going on?
I totally froze up when the cops talked to me. I bet they consider me a suspect now. How much longer are they gonna do this? We should be busy preparing for the school festival right now. And here comes Yandere Girl. Why'd the school decide to have the festival so late anyway? I mean, changing the date just because our new school is all over the news. Moving it to next Tuesday only makes more work for us. We wouldn't be able to invite friends from other schools now that we're holding the festival on a weekend, or weekday. It'll also become an inconvenience to anyone we already invited. And what about post-festival party? Will there be enough people for the student sharing special? It's gonna be a real weird festival with morale so low. Speaking of the annoying media, we've been getting phone calls in the faculty office. The absurdity of it all. Who exactly are the Phantom Thieves? That's what we want to know. We really have no clue what method they're using. Killing someone without directly interacting with them is like magic. Speaking of magic, did you know that there's magic in math too? A magic square. It's a square in which adding up the numbers in any row, column, or diagonal gives you the same total. Amami-san, please look at this.
Do you know this one?
Tell me the total count for each column in this magic square.
This is it.
Correct.
It's easy once you know the numbers fit in. Oh, excuse me. It's easy once you know which numbers fit into the empty squares. A 3x3 square has one pattern, but a 4x4 square has 800. Or is that a 330 or is that an 880? I'm gonna need to clean my glasses again. Okay, 880 possibilities. That's what I initially thought. In a 5x5 square, there are more than 200 million. Can you believe that?
No way.
Nice going!
If you had to choose, would you try to find the Phantom Thieves or solve 200 million magic squares? That's a very stupid question. I'd choose the magic squares hands down. They might both be magic, but magic squares can be calculated. And math doesn't kill anyone. Yeah, but math is fucking boring, so, yeah. May end up killing you of boredom in the end. Having everyone out there looking for the culprit is getting me down. Math is math, indeed. So, what do we gotta do as the school festival's executive committee? I'll need help with this questionnaire. What questionnaires? The ones regarding who people want to see as the guest of honor. Alright, that thing. They do it every year. You mean how those lame guests come to do a panel, right? The festival dates were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Come to the student council room once classes are over. This is so damn boring. Don't be like that. It's so we can meet up without standing out. Let's do what we can in a moment. I am making sure to work hard at home. But you do that all the time. I can look stuff up. So, did you find anything, Haru? About that. No good, huh? I'm sorry. It'll arouse suspicion if I ask too many detailed questions. No worries. I'll manage on my end somehow. We're counting on you. I can't go, but message me if anything happens. I will leave this to you guys. My apologies, but I cannot be of much help in this situation.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
Just relax, Ryuji.
Aren't you taking this a little too lightly?
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
God, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
Well, given the choice between Akechi and Rosette, I think I'd prefer having Akechi over.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask. That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Let's leave it to her.
You're not gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
I'm super stuck on my Okumura investigation. Seriously, even you're having trouble with this shit? What should we do? Let's meet up and discuss our options as soon as possible. Tomorrow? The earlier the better, right? Though I still haven't come up with anything myself. It said 2 heads are better than 1, so I can only imagine what 8 heads may produce. That's a good way of thinking. It's totally an Inari idea. Okay, let's do everything we can right now. Even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges. Considering how far we've come, we can't be particular about our methodology.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
Nope. It's a secret.
Don't let things get complicated, okay? Having to keep dealing with that stuff later on is a pain. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police showed up at your school.
It's nothing about me.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
Oh, who do we have here? A couple of different people I could spend time with. Oh, is this Akechi? Ah, damn it, it's grayed out. Ah. Let's take a look at social links. Whoops. Okay. Hifumi is at level 4, and... what is Mishima at? I just scrolled right past him, didn't I? Okay, Mishima's at 6, so... let's spend some time with Hifumi.
Oh?
Hifumi's talking to a woman. She seems troubled again. Gotta wait till the 2nd of November. Yeah. That's right, your next opponent will be a professional. My client's big shot in the Pro Shogi Players Association. So I worked really hard to set it up.
That's...
Is this young man a fan of yours, Hifumi? No, Mother. He's my Shogi friend. I told you about him, remember? Your Shogi friend, Let me say this. I hope you're not harboring any weird feelings for Hifumi. Mother. As I'm sure you're already aware, you're not allowed to date, young lady. Yeah, don't worry about that. Hifumi is kinda mid. You started to attract a number of new male fans with all your photo spreads. Yes, Mother. You can get 50 guys like him once you're famous. I need you to accomplish things I was never able to. Now I'm going to work. Don't wait up for me. I understand.
Sorry.
I apologize. That must have been quite a shock. She's scary. That was quite honest of you. Not altogether inaccurate, though. My father is ill and unable to work, so my mother supports us. My mother used to be a local TV announcer, but she had to quit to take care of my father. My father was a pro shogi player. He's usually calm, but when he played, you could really feel his spirit. He never hesitated when making a move, just like a king. I really admired him, so I started playing shogi too. But after pouring everything he had in shogi, he suddenly collapsed one day. In my mother's eyes, Shogi stole both her dream and her husband. And yet, she tells me to keep playing. She wants me to achieve her dreams. I should be working to help support us. I want to become a professional so that I can make enough money to ease my parents' burden. I do photo shoots and interviews, hoping they'll add some money to our household income. But it's honestly quite difficult for me. You don't like the attention? You should stop then. Have you told him that? You should stop then. I'm happy that you're so concerned about me. But when I think about my mother, no one sees me as a shogi player anymore. They no longer recognize my skills. I'm not playing shogi in the hopes of becoming an idol. I simply love my family, and I want to support them through our troubles. This isn't good. I shouldn't be focused on such negative topics before a match. Well then, let's play. Today, I'm going to be throwing a lot of offensive moves at you. This will teach you to escape from disadvantages situations. I feel Hifumi's trust in me growing.
All right.
Are you ready? That aura, my right eye is twitching. Now, it's time to unleash my hidden evil eye.
I'll start.
Now, to a fair match.
Until next time.
That wasn't too bad. Let's continue our lessons next time. Oh, hello. Do you have a moment? I apologize for my mother's rude behavior earlier. She's been on edge lately. My male fans are beginning to concern her. She didn't mean to offend you at all. I hope you'll accept my apology in her place. No worries. Thank you. I'll be sure to talk to her about you. No doubt my lack of skill is what caused my mother to be so hypersensitive. I intend to improve my skills so I can become an established player and put my mother at ease. So then, let us both work hard for our goals. Goodbye for now. What does that detective think he's doing? He's just trying to get popular, isn't he? He wants to stand out. Just hurry up and arrest the Phantom Thieves already. I'm curious. It seems like he knows something. I bet he found out some really juicy secret.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real?
You love Akechi? Oh, really? I couldn't tell.
Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous. But without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for information. Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto.
Number one Akechi fangirl?
Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable. but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
Should be fine.
Okay then. Is everyone else okay with that?
Ryuji isn't.
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on. How are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
Actually, I do.
For real?
Could you send that my way, please? I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more. I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what. We're counting on you, Makoto.
Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi? Alright, Sojiro level up. Yoshido level up. Who else do we have? Chihaya. And Mishima. Let's spend some time with Coffee Dad. You're not to blame. I'll chase out anyone who says otherwise.
Thanks.
Thanks, I'm letting you handle today's curry.
Hmm?
Sorry, we're closed for... Sojiro Sakura, I presume. Our apologies for coming in so late. We're investigators from the Domestic Affairs Court. We've received a report that one of your customers was assaulted by the probationer residing here. Moreover, this report stated that you were abusing your child, Futaba-san. No, we didn't make it. Uncle sent his report to the police before we could make him have a change of heart. However, the anonymity of the report has led us to question the validity of its content. May we have a word? Fine by me. I've got nothing to hide. Please take a seat. You're saying the report was falsified?
Yeah.
It's true that Futaba was living as a shut-in, but she overcame that weakness under her own power. And I would never abuse her. She's like a daughter to me. And what about the assault claim? His criminal record points to a history of such violence.
That's not true!
Yeah, that was that was like one time. The kid never laid a finger on the guy. He just stood in the way to try to protect Futaba. To be honest, Amamiya-kun, we looked into your current reputation at school, and it seems there have been no issues whatsoever. Now then, it's our job to make sure children like you are safe. How is it living with Sakura-san? Please, you can speak honestly. It's great. Well, there you have it. And what do you think, Futaba-san? I'm okay. I couldn't get out for a while, but everyone helped me get better. I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I'm really happy living with my dad.
Futaba?
I see. It's quite obvious there was no truth to the report we received. I don't think we'll need to schedule any additional check-ins for Amamiya-kun either. You sure about this? Were they attempting to deceive us, they wouldn't have been nearly so earnest. Besides, meeting them only served to reaffirm my suspicions. These children are the real victims here. the truth of these things will become clearer to you once you're a little more experienced. Anyway, thank you for your cooperation. We'll see ourselves out. Sojiro, we did it. Sojiro? You have a great daughter. It's not just her, idiot. There's another pretty important person living here, too. Yeah, he's talking about you, Ren. This is because you punks just had to go and say all that cheesy stuff. It wasn't cheesy, it was the truth. Anyways, I hunger. Give me some curry. Curry would be fucking good right now. I mean, I'm mildly content with the soup that I had for dinner, but curry would have been so much better. So much for the sentimental moment. Alright, sit your butts down. This is where you two belong. Come on, Ren, it's time to eat.
All right.
Oh, and, Futaba. What you said before when you called me your dad. Do you, think you could say that again? Sorry, I didn't catch that. My stomach was too grumbly. What'd you say? Oh, never mind. Sorry, you got time right now? I just wanted to talk. It's hard to say some things right in front of Futaba. So, she called me Dad. Hell of a title, but not one I thought I'd ever get, but it's kind of nice having someone to sit and eat with, especially when she's such a big fan of my cooking. God, I'm a joke, getting all sentimental like this, at my age. You two were already family. That's what I've always wanted to see. Oh, it's pretty late already. Sorry to make you listen through all that. Still, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little sappiness now and then. Even from an old grump like me. Alright, I'm gonna head to sleep. Don't catch a cold, okay? See ya. Oh, Kasumi.
Well...
Have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? I'm fine.
Yes.
Well, alright then. Oh, that reminds me, the school festival is tomorrow, isn't it? I had no idea what the preparations would... or that the preparations would take so much work. I underestimated it. But working with everyone to put everything together feels great. I hope we all have a fun time tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna do some training today, so please excuse me.
Hey.
You hear who we're getting for our guest this year? Oh, you mean Akechi, right? I kinda saw that coming. Everyone I know voted for him. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna make any more appearances, though? Why'd he agree to come here? Probably has something to do with the Phantom Thieves. Wasn't Akechi going around saying how evil they were before? Oh yeah, that proves they're connected to our school somehow then. Hey, you're right. Maybe he'll tell us some stuff about the case. No way I'm gonna miss the panel this year. They just say whatever they want with no thought. But for now, we'll just need to endure it, at least until we can get some more intel.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hey Maruki. I met a friend from college the other day. We got caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sounded too crazy to be true. Now that we got so many years behind us. sometimes people have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. This kind of stuff happens when with you guys, or to you guys too, right? I'm putting in my contacts again tomorrow. I can't fucking deal with these glasses. But there's a reason for this. The phenomenon has a name too.
How about you?
Alright, Amamiya-kun. From a psychological standpoint, what's a key reason our memories can differ from reality? Okay. That was an interesting blip.
This is it. Right.
That's right, impressive. It's a type of cognitive bias that can impair or even alter your memories. Specifically, the name of the phenomenon in question is called false memory. Like the name implies, it's a cause where the brain may generate memories that simply aren't true.
Nice going!
The difference between inaccurate memories and the facts can lead to a lot of confusion. Still, if your subconscious desire manifests as a memory, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. False memories, huh? But it's totally real to the person, right? What a strange concept. Oh, our grades are out. How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. Whew, I'm above the average. That's a real dividing line. My allowance is safe for now.
Yeah!
Well, it should set a good example for your friends. Any word from Akechi? Nothing. But tomorrow's the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? If Akechi-kun declines your offer, we won't have a guest. Huh, that's what you're worried about? I appreciate the concern, but it'll be fine. I just need to get Akechi-kun to agree to this somehow. Yep. What's that bastard up to anyway? He hasn't done anything like this since... or anything since he said he was gonna go into hiding. I'm not sure. I'll try explaining the circumstances surrounding the school festival to him again. Hopefully he can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I make any progress on that front. Were you just shocked that I'm just going through the gold doors?
Welcome home.
Gold doors. Oh, honey, I'm home.
You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok.
That man's voice.
And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act.
In Kanashiro's palace to skip through all the enemies. I don't remember that.
I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals. Thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem. And I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
I feel like I met that man somewhere before. No, you think?
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
You're standing too?
Yeah, standing here is my job.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
You on Thieves' side?
It may be somewhat of a stretch to say I'm on their side. Having said that, I won't deny that I empathize with them on some level. If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only changed the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Are you a fanboy? But they are innocent. You know what? Yeah.
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met. I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? No, I wouldn't say that. Oh, I didn't notice I had gotten a response from Akechi-kun. He accepted the lecturer's invitation. I heard. Really? Either way, the real issue is what we do next. The lecture is on the day after on the afternoon of the second day, yes? Wait, you're coming to our school festival? It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford that distraction? How's your study going? Decently. Incidentally, will that counselor be at the festival as well? Oh, Dr. Maruki? Probably. I see. Finally, I shall witness his skills for myself. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. I don't know if he'll even be there. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. You want to come too, Futaba? Come on, it'll be fun. Seriously? I don't see why not. We should all walk around together tomorrow. That sounds good. At a time like this? This is the perfect chance for us to relax, though. Haru, you sure you're okay? This seems a little soon. I am, thank you. I've just always dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. Suppose if you can say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there too. Thanks, Haru. It's my pleasure.
Yo.
Another box came for me.
Hey!
What did I get?
Oh yeah.
Bought stuff from Shaded Commodities. Okay, who are we spending time with now? Hifumi.
Good evening.
The gold's key to victory lies in retreating. This means at times retreating is a effective strategy in order to attack with your next move. It may be good for you to remember that as well. Sorry, I'm not in the mood to teach shogi today. Can you join me for a walk?
Thank you very much.
I was thinking of going to the area around the Sky Tree today. Let's head on over.
Actually...
This is it. The digital version of the weekly magazines. My father is deteriorating health and that he's bedridden. The fact that my mother primarily supports us. They even reported that my mother works at the nightclub. Which is not untrue, but was it really necessary for them to write about all this? Capitalizing on a family's private matters is just cruel. My family's troubles have nothing to do with my skills as a shogi player. My mother was furious when she read the article. She said it'll hurt her career and that she'll never forgive whoever wrote it. My father didn't say anything, he just sat there listening to her. But he looks troubled. My mother told me that we'd be able to easily quell the rumors if I were to become more famous. So now she's even more insistent on having me do more TV and magazine interviews than before. The media is scary. Yes, that is true. Scary and corrupt. I feel the same way. All this gossip and talk of me being an idol has nothing to do with me being a shogi player. I always believed that if I worked hard as a shogi player, I'd be able to support us. But I never expected such a destructive article would be written about me and my family. Honestly, nothing good will come from being treated like an idol. People say I'm all looks and no skills. They're annoyed that I'm in the press all the time. You don't even look all that appealing in my eyes. Like, kinda mid. Terrible things have been said about me, suggesting I would do anything to become popular. I'm even starting to be shunned in the shogi world. That's why my senior acted that way towards me. The real reason I practice in church is that no one wants to play with me. My father used to practice with me from his sickbed, but his illness has made that impossible. Maybe I should stop playing shogi and just get a job. That way my family won't get hurt again. Do what you love. Do what I love. I love shogi. I don't want to quit. Yes, you're right. You understand my true feelings. At the end of the day, I love shogi. I'd never be able to give it up. I was just confused because of the article and how my senior treated me. However, I think I can see my next move, thanks to you. In Japan, she would be considered like ethereal. Why is that? Excuse me. You're helping me realize a lot about myself outside of shogi.
All right.
Let's return to the church and play a match. The article has left me somewhat irritated. I'm going to use my secret move, the Eternal Abyss Yagura Gate, and turn the board into hell. It's the beauty standard there. I don't know, just like comparing her to a couple of the other characters in this game, she's not as cute as the other ones. Well, would you care to face me in a match? Also, I pronounced it wrong. Well, I'm no stranger to fucking up words that I don't recognize.
Until next time.
My being tired may also have something to do with it. Hello, this is Hifumi. Thank you so much for accompanying me today. I need the distraction. Trying to solve this on my own, I felt caught in a vicious cycle, but you helped me find a new path. You might make a fine priest yourself, considering how good a listener you are, I mean. Confess your sins, my child. Well, that was unexpected. You got me, I suppose. You really are a strange individual. I was supposed to be your teacher, but somehow the tables have turned. I'm the one learning from you. I would love to keep learning from you. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you at the church.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss.
Acting like normal students is going to be important. What do you normally do at a school festival?
Food.
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
It would be cool if American schools did festivals like this. Like, I think the last school festival that I ever went to was in elementary school, and I don't think it was even, like, mandatory or anything. It was just like, yeah. They don't do fun stuff like this in America. Just enjoy yourselves.
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me. You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
There will be a food fair at your high school now and then. Yeah, we called it a fun fair back in elementary school, and they basically just... It was like a actual fair. They would bring in a bunch of toys and stuff. They'd have you play different games and stuff like bozo buckets and like sack races and stuff. But around middle school and high school, the only thing that came close to anything this fun was the I don't even remember what they called it. It was basically like a Renaissance fair day where you got to dress up as someone from the Middle Ages and got to wear the costume all day. That was pretty fun. Somebody actually brought in real armor and a actual sword, and that was like completely crazy to me because my mother was freaking out about how she didn't want me bringing in a plastic toy sword, and then this other kid brought in like a fucking steel claymore, and I was like, Jesus Christ, they allowed this?
Don't let your guard down too much. It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start telling some stories from my past on my YouTube channel. With all the weird shit that I've encountered in my life, it's no wonder that nobody ever believes me.
All right.
You had to buy the food with your own money, but it was still good. Well, yeah, I mean, money-making opportunity for the school, after all.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct? Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately.
More like for the restaurants that were selling there. Ah, okay. Well, still a money-making opportunity either way.
Shall we head off to the stands then?
Also, all this talking about food, I may need to get up in another 10-20 minutes and get myself something. You had Chick-fil-A sandwiches and shaved... God damn, you're making me even hungrier, Celestial Dew.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me. This is the place.
You haven't eaten anything today?
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your classes stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here. We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Then how about the squid?
Was this voiced last time?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible! Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Yeah, I don't remember any of this being voiced in the original game.
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
It wasn't? Yeah,
Oh, I can
didn't
see
think
that.
so.
Ryuichi, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
Is the takoyaki done yet?
You are so carefree. Does it mean that you have nerves of steel in any situation? Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh, it's fresh made. Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
You know what this kind of makes me hungry for? And it's kind of off base. I kind of want some Long John Silver's Hush Puppies right now. Just looking at those little balls sitting there in that little tray.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
I'll take it.
Ooh, impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
Hey, Akechi.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Wonder if Long John Silver's is open throughout the night.
Someone's
I'll
eager.
look that up real quick.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions. That's because you were sloppy.
Nope. It is closed until 10:30 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, I know that was redundant. I didn't have to say in the morning after saying a.m.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
But...
It's fine. It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
In this episode of Persona 5 Royal, Akechi fucking dies.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
I just imagine how bad it's gonna be when it comes out.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too.
His little shuffle out of there.
I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
That Akechi guy. When he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things. So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms. I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all. What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all.
I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Oh?
Ren, Yusuke's missing. Yeah, where'd he wander off to? Always doing whatever he pleases. Think he's still checking out all the festival stalls?
Let's head back.
He's probably going to see Maruki, like he was talking about earlier. I'm sure he'll be fine. This is Yusuke we're talking about. Let's head home. Excuse me, you are Dr. Takuto Maruki, correct? Huh?
Yes.
Oh, yes. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm a student at the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and An first spoke of you, I have grown quite intrigued. Now, I wish to speak with you as well. Oh, Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san.
Quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. You're here about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
Correct. That way that he stepped to him. I think you're intimidating him a little bit, Yusuke. Now, teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into an endless abyss.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold on there. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize, I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness the counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed.
How about it?
Oh, but how about this? Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? Me? Of course, there is no charge. All you have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well. You and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there wouldn't be any of that. I see, so you were Madarame-san's. It's in the past. How curious, I never imagined counseling would be like this.
Well,
Well, I'd say this is less counseling and more about building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. That's rather similar to internal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session, though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least... Oh, damn it. At the very least, I talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves. However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been a most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Kitagawa-kun, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is for it to improve through my own efforts. I see. Then what would you wish for? I would wish for the people to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master. One who would take me in and guide my brush with care. I see.
All right. Thank you.
At any rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. I hope we'll meet again someday. Kanashiro's boss fight is coming up soon.
Well then.
Fun. Tomorrow is the moment of truth. Akechi's panel. Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the Lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Maruki, so I went to see him. So, he was there? Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yeah. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is Akechi-kun's panel, after all. And early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We have to stay calm no matter what he says. Right, I'll keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything. Oh, photo. Photo time. This is when we were at the food stand. Aww. Futaba's so cute. Man, even yakisoba looks high class when Haru's eating it. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having yakisoba from a food stand, though. It was more delicious than than I'd imagine. It was. It wasn't as good as the instant stuff, but still good. Yeah, don't know why, but food from a stall is always weirdly tasty. Speaking of which, are the pictures of us on? Or where are the pictures of us on? You got pics of us too, right? How about the one you took of Ren's yakisoba with the big red mountain of ginger? Oh, no, that one went straight into the trash. I had dry seaweed all over my teeth. You had that image of Futaba as your PFP for a long time? It's pretty adorable.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Isn't there a crossword puzzle that I can do here? Yeah, let's brew some coffee.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh, it just shows up on specific days. Alright.
Yes! Alright.
Okay, so Master Coffee, is he still gonna say that this is a bland roast? Let's see. Must be Colombian Narinito? Narino? I don't know how you spell that.
Let me explain.
Or pronounce it. The high altitude, rainy climate, and soil of the Colombian mountains creates a strong foundation for a high-quality coffee. Narino coffee has a creamy, vicious body that coats the mouth with fruity and nutty flavors. That actually sounds pretty good. And he still calls it bland, even though it's a master coffee. I guess there's no pleasing this guy. And here I thought you were just a punk kid. It's pathetic coming from an adult, but you guys are teaching me so much. In turn, I'll teach you everything I know, as a sign of my appreciation. I know you can do it. Train hard. And, for the record, I was scared. Let Futaba know, too.
Well then.
Because it's the first time making that specific coffee. Ah, okay. Okay, before I continue, I am going to make some food. Yeah, all that talk from earlier has got me pretty hungry, so I'm gonna see what I have around the house, and I will continue in a bit. Okay, sorry for the delay. I decided to make myself some hot dogs and season them with some ghost pepper powder.
Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
So, yeah, it took me a while to prepare those.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
Posting something to your YouTube? What is your YouTube? I'll give you a subscription.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders.
Or is it the Celestial Dew one that you've been visiting my channel with in the past?
Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
Alright, I didn't know if you had, like, another one for posting content. Like, my personal YouTube is, not Blood Moon Kingdom. It's a, different one under my own name.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it.
Shaking your head, huh?
We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer. She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down! He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then. Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay? Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
No! That's gotta be shopped!
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes?
Us too?
It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge. Dude, it's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
Yeah. With the... A month ago, yeah, with the whole Morgana thing, they didn't do a very good job of hiding that. I'm honestly surprised that some people didn't catch on to that.
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
That's right.
So, you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
When you were playing it for the first time, you were like, huh, did he hear Morgana? Yeah, and out of the couple of people who streamed the original game that I was watching, yeah, Joseph Anderson was the one who actually never noticed it, which was pretty surprising to me because he seems like a fairly intelligent guy.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
You're not fooling anybody, Akechi.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
Wonder if that's like how he actually came to his persona, though. They didn't give an explanation about that in the other semester.
We go in the metaverse, or we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure.
Wonder how he awoke to his persona and how he found out that he had to. Well, I would assume that that would have been actually explained later on in the game, because I do know a bit of a spoiler, thanks to a friend of mine, that Akechi does somehow survive, at least temporarily, in the third semester. You get to play with him again, but
And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
yeah.
Ah. Well, there's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake. Which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you. Along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
You're demanding a lot.
I see. I thought I was making a lot of concessions myself. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi. Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Could have rushed him, grabbed the phone.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring.
Ah, yes, in this scene.
Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody. Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over.
Okay, and this is a new scene too.
Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Or maybe not.
Huh?
Oh, wait, yeah. Kasumi. Always a pleasure.
Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party?
Not sure yet.
Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can.
Okay, my mind is made up. The next time that I play this game, I am romancing her. Like, not going to do it for this stream because Futaba is still my #1, but she's just so adorable.
It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
And now, it's time for your favorite Shuji tradition. The Student Sharing Special! But before that,
Oh, is she going to be taking place of Haru, or are they reworking this? Where... Okay.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
This is going to be even more adorable, isn't it? It's showtime. You're not doing much dancing here, Ren. Oh, here we go.
Very impressive, Senpai.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
Alright. What do we have here now?
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
Oh, was that Mishima?
That's crazy.
She's gonna break her leg, isn't she? Finally got your guts to suave, or charm. Nice. I left the party with Kasumi to cool off a bit outside.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there.
As great as I expected.
Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away.
It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
Want me to walk you?
Thank you. I'll be all right, though. The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you. See you soon!
Jim quieted down. Looks like the dance is over. I ought to head home. Okay, so... Oh wait, here we go. Post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that has gotten me nowhere. So I could use a change of pace. How about it? I'll be waiting in the gymnasium.
Alright, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm guessing maybe I had to have Mishima's rank up as well before I could go here with both him and Ryuji.
I can't stop thinking about what Akechi-kun said.
Damn, bro, wasn't able to choose Ryuji. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. I'm thinking it's probably because I was kind of negligent with Mishima. If I knew that was the deciding factor in who I'd be able to spend time with, I would have spent more time with Mishima.
It feels like nothing bad could ever happen when you say that.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the Student Sharing Special!
Mishima helps with leveling up characters that you're not using.
Round of applause, everyone!
Sharing? I never knew we had such an event.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone?
Well, now I know for next time.
No? I'll just have to pick someone then.
Oh, he's going to choose? I wonder who it would be.
How about that fluffy-haired girl over there? I choose you.
Huh? Is he looking this way?
Well then, come on up.
Gonna zone out for a bit? Alright.
He's talking to me, isn't he?
You wanted Ryuji. I kinda did as well. You're up.
So it really is me.
Come, everyone's waiting.
Well, I'm going.
And your name is? Wait, you're Akumura-san?
You think his is funny? And you can confess your love to him there. I would have picked Futaba.
Yes.
I think I did it once for Yusuke as a joke, and he was like freaking out about that.
I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deepest apologies.
And my Futaba mousepad has poppy seeds on it now. May just have to buy another one of these and frame it, so I'll have at least one that isn't messed up.
Oh, please don't worry.
So, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
Something to share. I have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh?
Oh?
Man, he's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, your father's killers. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Okumura-san?
Haru's in trouble. I need to change the subject. Do you have a boyfriend?
To tell you the truth, I'm interested in that myself.
Way to go!
I think it was him.
Oh, wait!
So, Akumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
That wasn't what we were talking about.
My, she's quite flustered.
And she is going to be very sad when I have to reject her.
Is this a hot scoop? But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Okay, you say that you don't want to bully her, and now you ridicule her. Fuck you, guy.
Just when it was getting interesting! Come on, MC, do your job!
The post-festival party is finally over. It turned out to be more like an interview party, huh? I still can't believe you said that.
You were in trouble.
Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what I would have done without you. Thank you for saving me. You're a mysterious person, but you're so reliable. I think the two of us will get along quite well in the future. As they say, who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with Akechi-kun. But I have to say, my first post-festival party was quite fun. Though, I guess it's my last too. Here, I'd like you to have this.
Alright.
I bought it earlier.
It looks delicious.
Now then, let's go home.
Haven't a lot of people been losing their minds lately? Yeah, there's been a sudden increase. I bet it's because of the fan site. I heard victims were on the rankings there. We should really be blaming the people who requested it.
Welcome home.
Okay, I'm gonna step away again for another quick minute, grab myself some lime juice, and I will be continuing to run this in the background though. So I won't have to keep anybody waiting here.
You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Taba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
The mass media has
And
been
back
causing
again.
quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected person...
Please, let me see this through to the
Hang
end.
on.
This case is something...
We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now, even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
Oh, you just returned as well? You went to go and heat up a burrito your mom had for lunch. Yum.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
Quit digging in your ass.
We're home.
He's always got his hand right over his butt.
Sojiro?
And this scene.
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain. Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'll explain everything.
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you?
Poor Futaba. I hate seeing her cry.
How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit.
What in the fuck? Okay, my viewer count just shot up by 36, and Muddling's here to tickle your toe beans. Where are all you people coming from? Jeez. This is surprising. Okay, and it keeps going up for... Wow. Oh, you rated me, you saw me playing Persona, and you love Persona. Oh. Well, thank you for the raid. This is the most people that have ever tuned into a stream of mine, and I am, kind of overwhelmed right now. I really appreciate this. Thank you. Like, I tend to only get like 2 to 3 people tuning in, and those are just my friends who tune in. So this is a very welcome surprise. Thank you. Thank you all. Having fun with the game? Yes, I am very much enjoying it.
In a labyrinth of my heart.
This is my first time playing the Royal version of this game, but I have played Persona 5 in the past, the original. And I've played a little bit of the first game. I streamed the third game a while back, and I have played the fourth game in my own time. Also planning on doing Reload when that arrives, since I have that on pre-order. Who's my favorite character? Best girl right here, Futaba.
I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
I love her dearly. Oh, you like Akechi? Hey, you have something in common with Celestial Dew.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Yeah, Akechi is pretty great too, but he's not exactly my favorite character. Definitely appreciate him more than most people, though.
Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too. Still.
Of course, now that the game's been out for quite a while, I'm sure he has more fans than he does haters. So, you found out.
Really?
Yep, Yusuke, he is another one of my favorites.
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
Need to let your puppies outside, so you'll be right back and give the lyrics. Hope that Persona is fun. Oh, Persona is, well, I wouldn't say that the gameplay is very much to my liking. Not really into turn-based stuff, but I really love the story, so yeah, it is pretty fun, story-wise.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing.
Yeah, honestly, I can kind of take or leave the gameplay. If they decided to turn this into a visual novel, I'd love it just as much as, like, the actual game itself.
Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking.
You love Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 3 is another game that I have lined up for down the line, once I clear out a couple of the other games that I'm streaming.
That one of these days, she might die a bizarre death.
You know, actually, after I finish up the Final Fantasy VII remake, after I finish up the remake, play the original, and Dirge of Cerberus, I may jump into Shin Megami Tensei 3.
Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off.
Really excited about getting into Dirge of Cerberus.
It happened exactly as she said.
I've seen a little bit of gameplay about that.
If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
Sorry for keeping quiet. You're sharp.
You think this is a game? You know what people call them? Criminals.
People are wrong.
Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole?
Yeah, even if Futaba didn't slip up here, he'd probably figure it out either way.
Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them?
Well, now that I got multiple people in the chat, I want to ask you guys, when you initially played this game, or viewed it, whether you played or viewed this game, when Akechi initially made his pancakes remark, how many of you guys actually, like, caught on to that, about him being able to hear Morgana?
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
Like, Celestial Dew and I were able to catch it right off the bat, but I'm wondering how many people ended up getting, like, blown away and surprised by the time that they actually explained everything towards the game's conclusion. I'm a Phantom Thief.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal!
You'd also be a Shatterer, Sojiro? Well, it is pretty overwhelming information.
Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone?
I mean, especially after what he's been seeing on the news about the Phantom Thieves.
Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd.
Also, I apologize if my voice is a little nasally. I blame it on the weather.
It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here, some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
You're doing alright. That's not true.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault!
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
What do you mean?
Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Curry time. Nom nom nom.
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation.
Now, since I have Friday off this week, I'm gonna see about making myself some curry. Haven't had it in about 2 weeks, but I really want some curry again.
Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired.
I don't think your hands quite touched the table there, Futaba. What? He knows everything? You gotta be fucking kidding. Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? We likely wouldn't be receiving these messages if Ren was not okay. I had a feeling that Boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you turn yourselves in, did he? I think in that case, we can consider him a new ally. They let Ryuji say fuck. You noticed that detail as well, huh? I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Yes, she was killed by the mental shutdown. The same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, didn't you say Boss had to run away from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? A government official. Ain't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? No, I don't think so. But it would also make sense. Wait a sec, if you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
Damn straight, best girl. I guess the chief had an inkling after all. He plays Splatoon?
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. It's so late already. Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. You can sleep on the sofa. Oh, I'd offer her the bed myself.
Hey, wait!
Wait, shouldn't you sleep on the sofa so that Futaba could go ahead and sleep on the bed? And I find myself agreeing with Worst Cat again, as well. Yeah, she really should stay on the bed. I'm gonna go home. Night. And can't go out, so... Yep, time to go to bed. Leave Morgana alone. Never. Never leave Worst Cat alone.
That concludes the speech given
Unless
by
I'm literally
Representative
leaving him
Masayoshi
alone, which I
Shido,
wish I could
who
do.
may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
That's about $30,000, I believe. Or 300,000? I... Not the best at math. Only if we get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
I'm sorry.
this isn't about me. Well, how do I put this?
200,000 US dollars. Okay, so I was quite a bit off.
I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter.
I could convert smaller numbers, but when it gets higher, I need a calculator to work on that.
Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them.
If you remember correctly, 100 yen amounts to $1. Yep, you're right.
With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
I initially learned about the conversion rate when I was in Tokyo on vacation. And around that time I was like, oh, everything is so overpriced here, and then you realize that it's not like the same as America. You're like, oh, well, alright. So those Figmas were pretty expensive for someone who was only working part-time at the time. Can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to the school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. But 30 million yen, man, just let me dream a little. Also, I didn't miss it. I saw a yandere girl running past. I just didn't comment on it like I normally do. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kinda weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away with this time. Our back's truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good, though. Let's talk more in person. You want to see more Akechi? Yeah, that's probably going to happen next stream. I'm probably going to keep this going for another half hour before shutting down, so,
And the reward's 30 million yen?
I'm not quite sure if we're going to be seeing him again this time around.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
Honestly, I would be shutting around this time if people hadn't tuned in. I feel I kinda owe it to the people who decided to raid to keep this going for a little while longer anyway. Once again, thank you all for tuning in and doing this. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah. The enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjad and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
They kind of already are doing that.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck!
He almost said it again.
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Doesn't he actually get to drop an F-bomb at some point, though? I vaguely remember him going for the hard F at one point.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
We lost sight of our goal.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Oh, he does it in Scramble? Yeah, I'm not gonna use the word strikers. Accidentally did it a couple of times, but that game is Scramble in my eyes.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it.
Probably gonna start playing that next month after I finish this game up.
I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves.
Because there can't be more than like 10 streams left before I complete this, right? If I keep doing 3 to 4 hours.
I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
No. It's actually longer than that.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
Well, how long is the 3rd semester?
I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
There's an extra palace plus some new things here and there. Well, I'm assuming that the palace is the one that Kasumi awoke to her persona in. That can't take more than a day based on all these other palaces that I've done.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
So what do you think, maybe 15 to 20 streams then?
Are we really a match for this?
Just give me an estimate of how much more time I have.
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
About 15. Alright. And take my time on the last palace. Very well, I will go along with this.
Yeah.
Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
What? What's you?
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this. Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I know how you feel.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
Things will turn around.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
Okay, who's this now? Oh, group chat. I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at the LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our place, or our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay.
We can't let things end here. We need to figure out who's behind everything. And of course, I can't go out. Stupid cat.
I should write something.
Yeah, I don't have nearly enough money to waste on any of this stuff. Let's make some infiltration tools.
What do you want to do? Okay.
Wait, what was that about Kawakami? It probably wasn't important.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I wasted all that money trying to create Alice, so...
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have taken your advice and waited on creating that persona.
Well then.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this.
Gonna drop kick Shido on sight.
Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
Yeah, I think he needs more like a broken kneecap with a pipe wrench than a drop kick. Or maybe a cheese knife stuck in his neck.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
Just saying, he needs something a little more excessive than a drop kick.
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
That was a delayed reaction, Haru.
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
She just had to process it? Alright, that's fair.
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth.
Yeah, also, I don't think we really have a choice either.
There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart.
Can make her less of a bitch. It's good enough for me.
She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean? You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Anijima. So, what do you say? I don't...
Makoto, what...
As expected from Anijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
What's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings.
What are you moaning and groaning about this time, Celestial Dew?
Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge and extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
Skipped Akechi's dialogue. Yeah, but I went back to replay it. I caught myself.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
Akechi's making you emotional, huh?
We're
Well, that's
similar.
nothing new.
Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
We don't have a choice.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke.
Yes, yes you are.
So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
Do you believe me now?
Believe you? I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as phantom thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
I don't remember.
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out. But the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Justice wins in the end.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor.
I wonder who that could be.
However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Sai is slowly starting to accept the truth. I feel like my bond with Sai is growing even deeper. Akechi Confidant is picking him back up soon. Well, that's probably going to have to wait until the next stream.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions.
Because it is almost 4 a.m.
I don't believe your story yet.
As soon as I get a chance to save, that's probably where I'm going
There's
to
something
cut off.
I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men.
Futaba is a pervert.
You're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Now for today's train news. First off, the investigation team has announced new progress in search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current cabinet. That, along with legislator Shido's plan for a new party, has sparked fear of governmental disbandment. She makes comments about the girls' Phantom Thief outfits. I'm guessing that's in mementos. I haven't completely been paying attention to those. I've also been kind of accidentally skipping her dialogues when I've been entering different levels of mementos. Where are we meeting today? Alright, we never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint, the government office district. Kasumi Gasaki. Indeed. Oh, I've heard of that place. Never been there, though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Wow, just looking at the map is impressive. The Police Department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The Diet Building is right near there, too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So, we are just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory? Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
She was and she is best girl.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
No, a shut-in. A shut-in and a best girl. She can be both.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena? Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then!
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but Does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met. What else is there? It must be a casino. Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
That's kind of a fitting observation because they both suck.
Beginning navigation.
And anime cutscene, right? Yep.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru? Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Sounds so proud with his codename. Raven is a pretty cool name.
He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
No. That's a bit more bland than Raven.
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
This is business as usual. First off, we'll need to find an infiltration route. Okay, and this is actually where I'm going to be saving and shutting down for the night. I am quite a bit over my limit here. I usually stream for between 12:30 and 3 o'clock. It is now 4 a.m. So we're going to pick this up again on Sunday around the same times. Now, as for the other games that I have coming up for this week, I'm going to be doing some more Final Fantasy 16 on Friday, and on Saturday I'm going to be starting up Scratches, which I have been looking forward to checking out for a while now. Let the song play for a bit. You can always look this up on YouTube, Celestial do. So really shouldn't be streaming this late, and oh wow, I have a shit ton of people to thank now for tuning in. Let's see. 64-bit Robot, thank you for tuning in. Archival, thank you for tuning in. Celestial Dew, thank you for tuning in. Shashavat, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, thank you for tuning in. Sarasa, I believe is this other one, thank you for tuning in. And Dadawin, Hittery Bliss, Kajames13, Melkor666, Odd West, OMG It's Burger, Pokemon 6789, Samskio, SAO Bleach, Sarah Fishandler, Sir Fluffy Bottoms, Sleeping Beauty Syndrome, Sind1, Soft Spoken Serenity, Soundwave, nice name there, best Decepticon underling, Tamaskavat, Tank for Good, That Guy Vic06, The One Maggot, The Lonely Kitsune, William Madukul, however that's pronounced, X Blank Player, X Tradizzy, and Yuyi. Thank you all for tuning in. That was a very, very long list. Just to say the people that rated, I just appreciate the fact that I got a raid this large and that these people all stuck around, so I figure I can at least go through them and thank them individually. I mean, like, I refuse to take the lazy way out when somebody's showing their support for me, but, yeah, to reiterate again, thank you all for tuning in. That really means a lot to me, and I'm hoping that you guys tune in again in the future. If you, want to follow my Twitter to see when the next stream will be, I do post before I stream, so, that information can be found linked with my Twitch here, but, yeah, until then, here endeth the stream. I will see you around.